Welcome to Spotlight 814, Erie's local theater podcast. I am your host, Ryan Dolly, and I am with my co-host, Brenna Thumler.
Hi.
Oh, that was so enthusiastic.
I think that was the first time you didn't say hello and welcome. You just dove right into welcome.
I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling ready. I'm ready.
To not say hello to anybody?
Good day to you all.
There we go. Good day to you all as well. Good day to you. Good
day
to our guest.
Oh, yeah. Ashley Meyer.
Hello.
The star of Marsha Norman's Getting Out at PACA. Ashley is playing Arlene.
I am.
And I am so excited to see this show.
I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Yeah. We got to talk a little bit to Betsy about the show, but we had a very limited conversation with her.
It's pretty short, yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited to have you in the studio, and we can, really get into the meat and potatoes of the show.
And boy, are there some meat and potatoes in this show.
It's a heavy one. It's a heavy one.
Very much so, yeah.
So for those who didn't get a chance to listen to the episode with Betsy, tell us a little bit about the show and a little bit about your role.
Okay.
It's a lot. It's
a heavy one. All right. So Getting Out is a Pulitzer Prize winning play by Marsha Norman. And it tells the story of a woman as she is released from prison after 8 years. Yeah. And what's interesting about it is the same person is told through the lens of two different actors.
Okay.
So my role, Arlene, is the older version, the one that's been through the prison system and she's out. Then there's Arlie, who's played by Rhonda Longo, and that's Arlene's younger self, who's still in the prison system, still suffering all this trauma, and she acts out memories that are triggered by things that happen in the present.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah. No, it seems really cool, and the pictures are incredible.
Yeah. Dave did a really good job with that.
I'm so excited to see this show. I love a good heartbreaker. And a good gut-wrenching show.
You are in for a treat then.
I can't think of another show that has one character played by two actors.
I don't know.
I'm
sure they're out there. My brain.
Really cool
besides
concept.
the obvious, this is the kid version of this person. This is the older version of this person.
Fiona and Shrek, done.
There you go.
Well, now they're using puppets.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's so bad.
What?
Sorry,
So I know today is pretty much my favorite scene from Shrek the Musical.
Yeah.
And in the one that was touring at the Werner, they used puppets instead of kids. So all of the humor is completely lost because there's so much body language that happens in that song that the kids act out, and it was disappointing. Yeah.
I mean, I get why they would do that, but come
on.
Exactly.
I mean, not having to have kids or just one song
for a tour. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. But
back to this.
Back to the important
let's keep talking about Shrek the Musical.
Back to the important stuff.
It's done now.
Yeah, Ashley doesn't have puppets on stage.
What if it was
Getting Out with puppets?
I mean, PACA is doing Avenue Q next season.
True.
It'd be good practice.
It would be. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So, Ashley, I've only done one show with you, and it was beautiful. Or not beautiful. It was Tootsie.
We've done 2 shows together, right?
Beautiful and Tootsie. What? Yes. Yeah. I don't know. My brain isn't working today.
It's fine.
It is what it is.
Ryan just doesn't remember me. It's okay.
I do. And it's always been smaller roles, ensemble kind of stuff. Yeah. And I'm really excited to see you dig your teeth into something like.
You're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm super pumped. When I saw your name come up on the cast list, I was like, woo!
I'm so excited for you guys to see it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is the hardest role you ever played?
Most definitely. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I've never done a role with, number one, this many lines.
Yeah.
And number two, this much emotional baggage, if that makes sense. Uh-huh. There's one scene that I'm in that's, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's very upsetting.
Yeah.
But, and then later on, I have another pretty emotionally heavy scene in Act 2.
Now you mentioned that you have a playlist to get into character. Did you do any other things? Like, did you watch prison shows or like do anything else? Like read.
She watched The Office.
Prison Mike
episode.
I did actually.
Read Harry Potter.
Just the third book.
Yeah.
It was the Dementors.
The Dementors. I mean, I've seen Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. Oh, such a good show.
Yeah.
But really, like, the playlist was really the biggest thing to get me into it. And it's a little bit weird, but I also like to match perfumes to different characters that I play, like with D&D. And with this role, I matched a perfume to it. So whenever I put that on, I'm Arlie.
Okay,
I
like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. What was Arlie's perfume?
So not sponsored, but
But you can.
there's this company that I like called Sucre, and they make like a bunch of different nerdy perfumes.
Yeah.
They have one called Lilith Fury that I deemed Arlene's perfume.
Oh, very good. Lilith Fury. Oh my
Lilith
gosh.
Fury.
That's Satan's wife, right?
I think
Lilith?
So,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, Sucre Bay, if you're listening, we'll take our check.
Not sponsored yet.
Not sponsored yet.
But if you want to feel fiery like Arlene,
Yeah.
wear Lilith Fury.
Lilith Fury.
That was a great promotion there.
Everything's fine.
You know, we need to listen to Conan O'Brien's ad reads on his podcast. Like,
Are you telling me I need to get better here? Is that what we're saying?
just you know,
Wow.
yeah.
Tension in the studio today.
Conan O'Brien's ad reads are so funny. Like, he does one for McDonald's, and he's like, "This is sponsored by McDonald's. Have you ever heard of them?" He'll just like riff on it, and it's like ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, no one's probably heard of Sucre Bay.
Sucre Bay. It's a women-owned perfume company. But
I've
they
never
do a
heard of
bunch of like nerdy perfumes. and
Nerdy
stuff.
perfumes are great.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
We all need a little nerd in us.
we do.
I love that. So, who else is in the show? Like, it's a much bigger cast than I expected.
It's like 10 or 11, I
Yeah.
think. So it's me, Rhonda Longo, who plays Arlie, Aaron Holman, who plays Carl, the ex-boyfriend pimp,
Oh,
AJ.
Aaron's a pimp.
I see it.
I see it.
He does really well with it. Like, I wouldn't trust anybody else in that.
Pimpin' ain't easy, Aaron.
There's Joe Sample, who plays Benny, the guard that brings Arlene home from prison. AJ Holman, who plays Ronnie, who has a nice little interaction with Arlie in one scene. Teresa Testrake.
Okay.
Susan Perry, Wayne Gardner. That is all I can think of right
That's okay.
I
Yeah.
didn't know Wayne was in this.
Yeah.
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 Because he was in the Go-
Ghosts.
Spooks?
Spooks.
Spooks.
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Ghosts?
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Spirits,
What did
phantoms.
ghosts do? Spook? Oh.
We got there.
We did.
And also the Stephen King Misery. Wasn't he in
Yes.
Misery?
Yeah.
Oh, he was in Misery.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My favorite part of his performance in that was when he got shot and the gunshot, like whatever they call that thing, like it just exploded. So it looked like it hit an artery and it was like
I mean, wasn't it supposed to?
not like that.
It's a beautiful accident.
Oh, I love that.
I laughed out loud and I shouldn't have. But that was really, really funny.
Well, there's parts in the show where you will laugh and feel like you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Gotta break that tension somehow.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So you also said you have a playlist for after you're done performing in the role,
Yeah.
because you need to get a little
Yeah.
happy.
Are those
Yeah.
just your like a collection of your favorite happy songs?
It's songs that I just really like to belt out in the
Yeah.
car, and that helps me get back to like a good emotional place. Is just belting out my favorite songs.
Yeah.
What? Give me like one or two of your favorites that are on the list.
Ooh, Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
Until I Found You by Steven Sanchez,
Okay.
which is actually going to be played at my wedding.
That's not your song. That's your wedding song.
I don't think I know that one.
It's like a new older sounding song.
It has a vintage feel.
Yeah, it's
but
very
it's
vintage.
a newer song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very like 50s.
That's a
Very
good way to describe it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. It's 2023.
That's a great question.
I think 3, maybe 2.
Possibly.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
It's fine.
I'll have to give it until I found you.
Until I found you.
Until I found you.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you guys run until June 16th,
Yes.
and
There's a panel happening then.
yes,
There is.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So we're going to after the last performance, we're going to be having a talk back with a representative from SafeNet, a representative from the Cambridge Springs Women's Correctional Facility, I believe, as well as a former inmate.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
So just giving like insight on just some of the surrounding information and talking about how things have changed from 1979 when this play was written.
Yeah.
Do you know if these 3 people will be seeing the show?
As far as I know, the representative from SafeNet is going to be there every performance.
Oh wow. Okay.
Just in case, because we do have some very upsetting scenes
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
show. Just in case anyone from the audience needs to talk to someone or has questions or anything, we'll be having that representative at each show. I believe the former inmate has seen it. I think she saw the
Okay.
final dress rehearsal,
Okay. Good.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah.
and they will at least be seeing the show on the 16th.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, even now with all the changes that have been made, the prison system isn't friendly
No.
when you're getting out. Like they don't
Yeah.
really prepare you in the proper way, and it's kind of designed to just bring you right back in.
I mean, that is definitely how it was.
Yeah.
There have absolutely been some steps taken in the direction of rehabilitation.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's enough,
Yeah.
though, but definitely we are moving in the right direction with that.
Yeah. I know. Just for the longest time, it was just designed to send you out, and you'll be back in a few months.
Yeah.
And I do hope those changes,
Mm-hmm.
continue, because rehabilitation is the purpose of prison.
Yeah. Definitely.
And
Because like how it used to be was they give you your bus ticket and maybe $10 and say, thanks,
yeah,
see ya.
yeah,
But now they have like food stamps, job training, other programs that I can't think of right now.
that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it, and
Mhm.
it's, stuff I wish more people would think about.
Yeah. And that's the
But-
purpose of the show, is to get people talking about it.
Yeah,
That's the purpose of art, is like to insert yourself into situations that you don't understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like no one knows what the prison system's like unless they're part of it.
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. Well, we hope to be there tomorrow to see you guys, and really excited to see it.
I have facts.
Facts,
Can I
fun
share some
facts
facts?
with Brenna.
Please share
Facts
some
with
facts.
Okay.
Brenna.
So
Love the jingle.
You have a jingle now.
I'll pretend to like it.
No,
Okay.
hello, but we get a jingle.
So Marsha Norman, her first job out of college was actually working at the Kentucky Central State Hospital, and she worked with young kids and adolescents. And a 13-year-old girl who was at the hospital inspired the character of Arlene, and apparently she recalls this girl being, quote, terrifying and vicious.
Yeah, that's Arlie.
Yeah. And then, several years later, when this article I'd read from the New York Times was written, this girl had grown up and she went to prison for murder. So it's just like this long history of going through a difficult time and like where you end up. And so that kind of inspired the character. She wanted to capture the feeling of being trapped and isolated. That was basically her like main goal of the show. And the feeling of, being trapped, but no longer being able to handle it, not being able to do anything about it.
Exactly.
And I guess she grew up in a very isolating household. Like her mom wouldn't let her play with other kids, and her household was insanely strict. And so she just felt isolated her entire life. So she spent a lot of time alone, playing piano and just using her own imagination to live her own independent life. So a lot of that went into this show.
You can definitely see that a lot in this show.
Yeah.
especially with the mother that comes to visit.
Oh, the mother's in the show.
The mother's in the show.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
gotta be that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I think she
That
had
is
like
a scene. Okay.
All right. There's a lot of whoo. Those are, that's a scene. Woo, that's a scene.
Every single scene.
The
It's
next
like,
scene.
woo!
Whoo, that's a scene.
It's the catchphrase of the show. Whoo! It's a lot.
That's on your t-shirts. Getting out. Woo, that was a scene.
She interviewed 15 women prisoners before writing the show, so she did have a lot of discussions with people who were actually in the system.
Yeah.
It premiered in Louisville, which is her native city. It premiered off-Broadway in 1979. Before writing Getting Out, she primarily wrote a lot of very peaceful and whimsical kind of material. And then she spoke to, what's his name? John Jory of the Actors Theater in Louisville, where her show premiered eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, write about a difficult subject. He's like, write about something very painful.
Mm.
And so she went and wrote Getting Out. So very, very different, clearly, from what she had been writing before this.
So Miss Marsha understood the assignment.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A+.
Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to mention is she founded the Lily Awards, which I haven't heard of actually, but I guess they celebrate women in theater.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
I did not know about that either. We'll have to look into that.
She's quite the feminist. She was complaining in the article of one of the quotes about how women it's not easy for them to have like the career plus the family, and for men they're never questioned. And she's like, if men aren't questioned for having like family plus career, women shouldn't be either.
Exactly.
So that was like her big spiel.
Yeah.
In the article.
Interesting.
Yep, those are my facts.
Fun facts with Brenna.
And those were fun facts.
Thanks.
My theme song is giving me Community vibes. Abed
Troy and Abed
Troy
in
and
the
Abed in the morning. I love that show. It's so good. Okay, we're gonna lighten the mood a little because it is such a dark show. Getting Out. It's very intense.
I don't think we're gonna be lightening the mood here.
We're not.
I don't
It's-
think
okay.
it's lightning. I think
Please still come see
okay.
Getting Out, though.
Yes, come see it. Come see it, and like get your tickets now.
Yep.
You can get them on PACA. What's the website?
1505.
Thank you.
1505.org.
.org, not .com.
Yeah, you can generally get tickets at the door, but order ahead. It makes sure you have a seat.
Yeah, because they're only 2 weekends.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have tonight and tomorrow, and then Thursday through Sunday next weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, get out there and see it, and we hope to be there tomorrow. Alice by Heart. We saw this at Dramashop last night.
Yes, and we're lightening the mood with the Blitz and and tuberculosis.
I did cry. I cried. I had
teared up. Yeah.
I had a little like single tear moment. Lightening the mood, yay!
We love it.
I have so many good things to say about this
So do I.
show.
So-
But first I want to mention my dad.
Yeah.
Because Anna, if you're listening, my dad is the #1 Alice in Wonderland fan in the entire world. Like I guarantee it. He has every single version of Alice in Wonderland, every book that has ever been made, and he was going nuts over the
He
show.
was gushing.
He
about it.
could not believe. He was like, I can't believe how good that was. I can't believe how he blew me away. Like obsessed. And he's the person who you want to be obsessed with the show.
Yeah.
So that just like speaks to Anna McJunkin and Hannah Richardson were director and assistant director, and they did an incredible
I've never heard your
job.
dad talk about a show like that, like the way he did.
Yeah, he doesn't even talk about Cabaret.
No.
When I'm in like that. When I'm in Cabaret.
Yeah. He doesn't talk about any of the shows that we're in.
Nope. Just Alice by heart. But he's just so obsessed with Alice. So like
He loved it, and it was great. So yeah, I mean the show is sad. It's very sad, but it
has the Lewis Carroll whimsy.
yeah.
It really does such a good job. I mean, that's what I wanted to ask them, and I guess I'll have to do that later. But how much familiarity they had with the book, because like I don't really know. It's not like all the stage direction dictates the characters themselves and how to act. It's like every single character was so reminiscent of the original Lewis Carroll character.
Yeah.
Like they really knew what they were doing. And I don't know if they were told to go research, the original, or if they just knew. They were just all familiar with Alice, but it was, you just knew instantly, even before they kind of became their characters, you knew who was who.
Yeah. And yeah, you're right. Like, you know, before when they're in the bunker and they're just being themselves, you're like, okay, that's going to be the Mad Hatter.
Yeah. And that's going to be the Caterpillar, and that's going to be the Cheshire Cat. And yeah.
And every actor on that stage did a fantastic job. I was blown away by Kazera. Is that how you say
Kizzy.
it? Kizzy?
Yeah.
Yeah. She opened her mouth and I was like, where did she come from? Like, where did this person come from?
Voice.
Like, perfect. Alex did an excellent job.
Yeah, it's the White Rabbit.
Yeah.
I mean, every single person in the show.
Yeah, I mean, it was
absolutely
great. Camellia. Love Camellia.
I love her.
She is so funny.
One thing I want to, speaking of Camellia and like the costuming, I have to talk about the costuming because it was brilliant. Like, I don't think this is giving too much away, but like the way that they use the Q-tips and the tongue depressors for the crowns. So like, because they're the doctors and nurses, and then they become the King of Hearts and King and Queen of Hearts. And so like the Queen of Hearts costume is like Q-tips and bloody handprints and heart kind of shapes on her apron.
Yeah,
like she looks like a nurse, but you can tell it's the Queen of Hearts. And then I think actually like the heart prints look like they were kind of supposed to be like actual human heart prints.
Yeah.
Instead of heart shape.
That's
so
so cool.
Karen Bible did the costume design.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's Beeple.
Beeple?
Is it IE? I could actually.
I know an IE that goes. It's Bible, but it could be
really.
Beeple. I don't know. Karen,
correct
let us
you
know.
at some time.
Yeah.
Let us know. Is it Beeple or Bible? We don't know, but we love your costume design.
Yeah, and then like the mock turtle bowls. They were like military helmets.
Yeah, that scene had me laughing so hard.
That's so cool.
Then like even the simplicity of it, like the Cheshire Cat in the striped shirt and overalls.
Yeah.
It just read so much like the Cheshire Cat and the Caterpillar arm warmers.
Yeah.
Like oh geez, it was so brilliant. It was so clever.
Yeah, and the choreographer Jennifer Dennehy.
Yeah.
The choreography in that show was stunning.
I know.
Stunning.
It was so different than anything I'd seen.
Yeah.
It all fit the music so well. Just really, really awesome arms. Like I feel
great
like
arms. And even hands, like the hands.
Yeah.
Everybody
for the caterpillar, especially.
Yeah.
It's that attention to detail that really gets you.
It's really like when they're all like in that pile in the middle of the stage and everybody's hands are doing that.
I know. The arrangement of a pile, I don't know how to go about arranging a pile.
I know. How do you arrange a pile?
And they arranged several piles.
Yeah.
That all looked different and cool.
I don't think I've ever arranged a pile. It's just a pile happens in my life. I've never arranged a pile.
I mean, you've done laundry before. That's arranging a pile.
But it just happens. I just kind of throw stuff.
My laundry never looks good.
Yeah.
It's fair.
It never looks like an awesome caterpillar in the middle of a stage.
I know Anna and Hannah were responsible of some choreography too. Yeah. They did some stuff on stage as well. I also want to say that the set was incredible.
Yes.
In such a small space especially, but it felt massive.
Mm-hmm.
And the dual use, it's kind of like two worlds, right? Like reality and then the world of the book. And so it's like the scaffolding is the Cheshire Cat's tree, and then the hospital beds become like the seating in Wonderland. And it's just kind of like, I know they only had so much room for sets, but the clever uses of like everything becoming one was so nice.
It was wonderful.
Oh, gosh.
It was staged perfectly for that space.
And then everything was so handmade.
Yeah.
Like there's this one big massive garland of flowers in the show, and they could have bought fake flowers at the store, but they instead individually made all the flowers out of paper, and it was tons and tons and tons of flowers. And like you said, the attention to detail is what makes a show great, and that was every single element of this entire show was all the attention to detail.
Yep.
And it also, like, on top of just looking awesome and, like, being hard work and looking handmade, it's kind of like when you're going through a difficult time, you have to make the most of what you have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, we're here in the bunker, we don't have flowers, we have paper, so let's make what we can out of paper. So it's kind of like the scrounging element also played into the story itself. It's just so good. I've never
really
had
good.
so much to say about a show.
I know. I want to see it again, but like closer up, because we were in the back, like the last row. So we're doing this whole thing where we're like looking around the person in front of us. Head.
I was like leaning.
You were so far into the aisle.
It seems like one of those shows you really want to be front row for.
I want to go back and sit front row because there's a lot to watch.
I know. I'm considering just staying again tonight because I was. Oh, yeah.
I really want to come see it.
Yeah. Well, you'll get a chance, but get your tickets now because it's selling fast.
Yeah. I think that there were only 9. Like, as of yesterday morning, there were only 9 seats left for today. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and they don't have matinees until the third week.
Yeah, third weekend.
Really?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Guess I got to get my tickets today.
Get on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that goes for anybody that's listening. Like, get on that if you want to see the show. Like, tickets are selling fast.
Also, it's the final show at the Renaissance Center.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever.
So they're going to be finding a new location eventually. Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're
after
just
the
too
final
big.
show, we're gonna turn it into a rage room.
Yes.
And we're gonna break everything.
Don't say that. The
Just
people are
kidding,
gonna
right?
they're gonna think you're accurate. You're speaking truthfully, and they're gonna
Just
come.
kidding.
They're gonna
not
call the
do
cops.
that. We're not. Don't call the cops.
Please.
Don't make me prison Mike.
But yeah, it's like it's a wonderful farewell.
Yeah.
To their space.
Yeah, it really is.
Seems
And
like it would be really bittersweet too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's a perfect show for the space.
Oh, who did the lights? Was it the lighting design Brian?
Let me see. Lighting designer Brian Bowersox.
Yeah. I'll also deserves a shout out because the lighting was so intricate. Like, to go back and forth between reality and the world of the book.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just flip flops like between them several times in a row, and then to get the lighting on the scaffolding and the lighting below, like it's kind of just everywhere on the stage. It was really great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I want to give a couple shout outs to Jordan Wolf, who had me cracking up. We've worked with him in Tootsie.
Yeah, he's great.
Always fantastic. He's very nimble.
He was
wouldn't expect
bouncing off the walls.
Like he was like Spider-Man in a baggy onesie.
Yeah. This one when he jumped off the trunk and onto the scaffolding and down.
But he did it like 8 times in a row.
Like Spider-Man.
And we're just like, what?
Oh my God.
So shout out to Jordan. I want to give a shout out to Jassy Camacho Vera. I laughed every time he opened his mouth, every time he didn't open his mouth. Every time he existed on that stage, I laughed.
Yeah.
He was so funny.
Because he plays the Duchess.
Yeah.
And
he does it perfectly.
I told him last night, this role was meant for you.
Oh my God, yeah.
He was meant to be a Duchess.
Yeah. he should just go by
way.
Duchess from now on. Jassy, just be the Duchess forever. Patrick Vahey.
So
As
what a
as
caterpillar.
the caterpillar, like unbelievable.
It's a
Perfect
stacked
caterpillar.
cast.
It's so stacked.
I know.
And even everybody in the ensemble, like,
Well, they all had their individual parts. Like they all
Yeah.
had lines. They all had small solos. So they were all fantastic.
like Zach Hoffman, who was fanning the Duchess.
It's his entire
That was his
purpose.
entire
Is there a
purpose.
porpoise?
Porpoise. It was his porpoise, and it was so funny.
And he's like so fed up. He's like, oh. Jassy keeps moving across the stage, and Zach's like, here we go again. It's just like the little. You have to go and watch the ensemble too. You have to watch everybody on stage. You have to make sure you're watching what everyone's doing because that was Alicia outside the door.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, because all the ensemble, like the reactions they're giving when Howard and Alicia and I think Zach are at the trial, then they're all kind of speaking and responding to everything. Like, that was hilarious.
It was.
So
And I want to give another shout out to Sarah Warrensice. I'm terrible with
I always thought it was
reading names.
Warnshoe. I don't know why.
Yeah, Warrensice. Her voice is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like, there are people in this show that I have never seen before, and I'm just like, why are they not doing more? Do more. Do more.
I think Sarah does a lot of stuff at the station now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. We need to get out to the station at some point.
I know.
That's one place we haven't gotten to. But the whole cast blew me away. The ensemble was fantastic. I mean, the voices. When Patrick does that riffing thing, and he goes down like 4 octaves.
I think he went the entire piano.
Yeah,
like from top to bottom.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah, I just have nothing but good things to say about the show.
Also, the band. Can we talk about the band?
Yes. Julia Pulaski is a conductor. Great job with this band. You had Carter Houston on piano, Dan Bainbridge on cello. He had an electric cello.
What?
Which is so cool, and it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Liz Allward, who we love. We love Liz.
On drums.
On percussion. Michael Fermansky on trumpet. Deborah Morvay on reeds. And Dan LaCour on guitar. The orchestra was excellent.
The music in the show is just beautiful.
It is.
And you would have... I didn't sound like a live band. It just sounded like...
Yeah.
A professional recording.
Right.
I can't believe they fit an orchestra in that space.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Well, they opened up. Have you? The back behind the curtain. They were like way in the back corner.
Oh.
They pretty much just expanded the entire space before you get to the green room into the stage.
Okay.
Sort of, yeah.
Man, I really have to come see this show.
Yeah, wait till you see
Yeah.
it. It's gonna blow your mind. So shout out to the cast. We're gonna be writing up a review on our website, and obviously we have nothing but great things to say. So
Anna and Hannah are just the coolest.
they are the
They're
coolest.
so cool.
They're so cool. So cool. Okay.
We can only aspire.
I know. We're gonna take a break so we can try to be cooler. We're gonna take a Werner Books coffee break, and we're gonna come right back. We're gonna talk a little bit about what's going on in the 814. So we'll see you in a minute. Welcome back from our Werner Books coffee break, and we are here in the studio. Say hi, Brenna.
Hello.
Say hi, Ashley.
Hi.
And we are going to do our What's on 814. So first, we're going to talk a little bit about last night. We went to Alice by Heart, which is amazing. Go see it. And I had dinner at Like My Thai, and always amazing there. So go to Like My Thai.
It's the only place I ever go in Erie.
Yeah.
to eat.
Yeah. Do you like My Thai?
I have actually never been.
You
but
need
it
to
sounds
go.
like I gotta go.
You have to go. It's okay. So just trust me on this.
It's right by all the theaters.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
And Mike really supports all the local theaters and stuff over there. He's the owner. So
I feel like
support
he
them.
always knows what's going on. He
He
knows
does.
what's
He does.
happening.
So let's do What's on 814. Brenna, take it away.
I really hope everything's the same because I didn't change anything from last time. Okay, so Academy, they're doing Jersey Boys rehearsals right now for their show opening July 12th,
Yep.
running through August 4th.
Yep.
So be sure to get out and check that out.
You can see me say the F word a lot as Joe Pesci. I'm on stage for like 5 minutes and I say the F word about 12 times.
Well, now I have to come see it.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Oh yeah.
If don't just no other reason to go see it other than that.
Exactly.
Okay, so MCT is doing Chaos at the Wedding, June 21st through 23rd. All Enact right now is not doing anything because they're raising money for their theater.
Yes.
So I mean, they got halfway, right?
I think so. And they did the Pop Luck
Yeah, that was Thursday,
thing.
right?
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Dramashop. We've been talking on this episode about Alice by Heart.
Go see
which
it.
One of the most incredible things I've ever seen. It's so amazing, and Anna Duncan and Hannah Richardson did an incredible job, as did the performers and the band and the music director and the lights and the set and the costume. Like, it's just so good. So just go see it. It's perfect. Running through June 30th. Footlights, they're doing their kids shows right now. So Lion King is going to be June 17th to 28th, and then Willy Wonka is July 24th through 26th. PACA. Hi. We've been talking with Ashley here about Getting Out, which is running now. There is another show tonight and then tomorrow.
Yep.
And it is running through June 16th.
Ashley, where can we get tickets?
You can get tickets at paca1505.org. Make sure to get them soon.
Yeah, do it. We're going to go tomorrow, I think. So we can't wait to see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very excited. Playhouse Guys and Dolls is opening this coming weekend, and we'll it's June 14th. Next weekend.
What are dates?
I don't know what day this is. That's why I was confused. June 14th through the 30th. Guys and Dolls. The Station Dinner Theater, Wild Women of Wyandotte, is running now through the 22nd.
What a title.
It is a title. Werner is going to be announcing their season soon.
Very soon.
Right?
I spoke to Allie, and they're getting ready to announce their season very soon.
Awesome.
I think they're waiting until after the Tony Awards, because they've been pumping up the Tonys.
Makes sense.
Something they posted contained a quote from Pretty Women.
No.
I'm like, I don't know. I will be surprised if I don't see Pretty Women on the show, because the sentence they ended with was a quote from Pretty Women.
Pretty Woman.
So is it Pretty Woman? I don't even know if I've ever seen it.
Hate it. I hope that's not it.
I don't.
But I think you're right. I think you're right, because it is on tour right now.
Yeah, and like, why would they have a quote from a show that's on tour right now if they weren't going to go to their season? I don't know. Yeah.
I'll see it. I might not enjoy it, but I'll see it. I'll support it.
Yeah. That's okay.
But
We're like every show that
I
exists.
don't.
We love supporting local theater here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. What else?
The Barrow, Civic in Franklin, is doing SpongeBob.
Yep.
June 21st to the 30th. I love that show.
I am going to try to get Keegan and Devin to come in. They're playing SpongeBob and Patrick.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to get them to come in. If you guys are listening, if you're watching, get a hold of me and let's do it. Christy, whoever's out there at Barrow, let's get somebody in here for SpongeBob.
I must find a way to see that show. It's the weekend that I leave.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tough. But I really, really want to see it. And then finally, Gannon is doing 12th Night for Shakespeare in the Park, July 14th through the 17th at the Leaf Center at Frontier Park.
Gannon is also doing the 77th annual Tony Awards watch party.
Yes.
Really?
Next
Theater next week.
Is it Sunday?
Next Sunday.
Yeah.
Red carpet attire optional.
Wait, seriously?
Photo opportunities, free popcorn, bring your own snacks and drinks. Pre-show at 7, 8 p.m. is the ceremony, and the event is free and open to the community.
Wait, what date is that?
That is the 16th, June 16th, Sunday.
Okay, I really want to go.
Yeah.
I want to
Because
get
you
dressed.
watched your first Tony Awards last week.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first Tonys ever.
Oh.
Yeah, I grew up without cable, so like I
Fair.
didn't really watch. Yeah, I didn't see any
Yeah.
award shows. My first award show ever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What an award show.
Yeah, it's a good one.
The best
It's a good
one.
one. So that's what's on 814. Oh no.
Ah!
No. Okay. I hit finish and then I hit cancel finish.
Okay.
I saved it.
We got it.
I saved it. I
We're
saved
good.
it, guys.
Wow, for the first time, Meta's doing something good, like
I know.
warning you about canceling.
I know.
Wow.
It's like, you sure you want to do that? And I was like, no.
Technology working in our favor today.
I know. Yeah, kind of. Like, I walked in this morning and I looked at the computer and I was like, I don't know what to do right now. Like, I was
But
just
look
so,
at you on top of the cancel.
so
Look
tired.
at you go.
So tired. Okay, one more time for the folks at home. Ashley, tell us a little bit about Getting Out and what people can expect. And let's do it. Sell it. Sell it,
All
baby.
right. So, Getting Out is a Pulitzer Prize-winning play by Marsha Norman. It tells the story of a woman that is released from prison after 8 years. And what's really interesting about the show is it's told, the same person's story is told by two different actors. So there's the older version who I play, Arlene, who has just gotten out of prison. And then there's the younger version, Arlie, who's still in it and acts out memories that are triggered by things that happen in the present.
Yeah.
It's
So,
a really heavy but very beautiful show, so please come see it.
yeah, we love Heavy. Heavy's good.
Heavy's real good.
Heavy's good.
And
Heavy's
everything
good.
we've seen at PACA is just great.
It's been fantastic
So-
every time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So get out there, get your tickets, and
Ha, get out there.
get out. I didn't even try to do that. I didn't. Look at me. All right. On that note, it's time to go. We love you guys, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.